So Red Wolf is from Potter Valley, California, and my husband Jack Stein brought him in on Friday to help set up his booth, and he was so impressed because Red was able to share many of his works with some of the visitors in Sausalito. So how do you feel about this show, Red?
It's been a great show. You know, expectations for this year were down because of just the economy, and you know, there's been a lot of people here, and it's been a really good show for me. I've sold almost everything. I've got one painting left here.
Can you walk us around a little bit and show us some of the pieces?
Come with me.
Okay.
Really, a lot of what I show you first is this work. And here, let me grab a piece real quick. All of my paintings, if you want to pan around here real quick, all of my paintings are on sandwiched aluminum. And what that means is, even though these are big and the pieces you're looking at right now are like 2.5 inches thick, they are actually made of this kind of material. This is what you build satellites or airplanes out of. It's 2 sheets of aluminum with almost a core that is almost aluminum foil. But what that means is that it'll hold 300 pounds per square inch. It's very rigid, very strong, but lightweight. So when I paint, what I do is I start with large grinders, and I start grinding the pattern into the surface of the metal. So the direction of the grinding wheels kind of determine what is highlighted and what is shadowed, and I build the whole image in grinding first. One of the things about metal, though, is that you've got to protect that. So I do a muriatic acid wash, and I do a clean, and I dry it, and I put a sealer coat. And so all the painting on each of these is actually separate from the metal and done afterwards. And that's how I begin to build the image. And you know, where a lot of my work is abstract, if you look at the last one over here, I have enough control over the grinding wheels that I can actually render in the right light. You won't be able to see it so much today, you know, through the camera in this light. But if this was a darkened room and you have her on the wall and a couple of track lights, there's a focal point about 10-12 feet away where she becomes absolutely three-dimensional. She's like sitting in a cove on the wall and three-dimensional woman. That has to do with the almost stereoscopic, something almost kind of related to holography, where the groove patterns and how they're creating this illusion of depth.
How long have you been doing this, Red?
I've been doing this kind of stuff for 10 years. I've been painting for 25, but playing with these materials is something that I've been doing here.
And how did you come to this, playing with these materials?
Following my own interests, just as a painter, just trying to find things that were a little different, and really beginning to think more about optics than pigments.
Do you see yourself taking a different direction now?
I am taking a different direction. Here, come with me and I'll show you something over here. I don't know if you can film in there close, but if you look closely here, you know, obviously this is all the aluminum on the outside, but this is a clear acrylic, and then inside of that I've got a series of lenses, LED lights, and a focal distance for some thin films that are mimicking dichroism. If you see, I don't know if on the film if you'll be able to tell, but there's a sphere inside of the larger sphere, and that's light that is being reflected through from the back of this film. And if I unplug it, I'm going to turn that off now. And that's light reflected from the lights out here. These are some things that 3M developed, and it wasn't a big enough market. They closed out that division, but that kind of sandwiching of thin films, it's the kind of color you see on soap bubbles in nature and opals. And it's like I said, it's mimicking dichroism.
Now that we've turned the light off, do you want to turn it on so we
Sure.
can see the difference here? Oh, very cool. Very cool. Well, listen, thank you very, very much, Red, and lots of continued good luck, and we'll see you next year.
Thanks.
Okay, bye-bye. Thanks, that was cool.
Yeah.
Do I have your card?
You should grab one.
I'll send you when this is on.
Yeah, I'd love to have, I'd like to know where it is. I'll put a link.
Yeah, okay, take care.
Thanks. Take care. Bye.
Okay, so I'm ready to just walk around and.
Okay.
But you know, I'm not going to be paying any attention to you. So, you know, if you want to come with me, fine. But this is the time where you're going to feel like a block of wood.
like that, huh?
Yep. Oh, so I should take a
So
picture
I
of
learned
this. Yeah.
how to make. I'll show you a few different people that do this layered thing with wood. Hello. How are you? Good, thanks. What are you doing?
My name's Sherry Weiss, and I don't want to shake your hand because I have a little cold. But I
Okay,
have
good,
a
thank
blog.
you.
I have a blog, and I'm going to be putting in some pictures and some videos of some of the artists here. Would you be interested in having your video?
Oh, that's fine.
Okay, cool. Do you have a card?
Sure, right here.
Okay. Okay, great, Jay. Okay, so I'll just ask you a couple questions and get you on video. And